What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, and for today's video we're going to be going over artifacts for Xiao. Now, people have been asking me since I've made the theory build video or the polearm video, what artifacts you going for Xiao. People come to my stream. We have a general consensus on, what artifacts to go for Xiao, for the regulars that come to my stream. But obviously, if you're watching this first time, you wouldn't even know that I stream, right? So we're going to go over each artifact here. Some of them are obviously, self-explained that you wouldn't go on Xiao, but I'll make that clear that you wouldn't. And then also for this video, I'm not going over like 3 stars or 4 stars. I'll mention it very quickly, but we're just going over 5-star artifacts. So with that being said, let's get around with the video. Now, with the 4 stars, right? Obviously in early game, you would go like crit rate, go energy recharge in early game if you want. Like a berserker, like say you get like exile early and like berserker, and that's all you have, and you don't have like a resolution yet, which you would if you level up, like you level your AR fast. But let's just say like you don't like the sub stats on it or something like that, then you would just go these. Now in early game, you could just go the full resolution set for the charge attack crit rate. When you're using the elemental burst of Xiao, since you are, using your charge attack on Xiao, since the charge attack is his dive attack, technically. Now, that's only from here because, like obviously you wouldn't do this, like you wouldn't go Scholar. And these other sets, they have 5-star variants, so I can go into those. Now, Gladiator, right? So people have asked me, is 4-set Gladiator good for Xiao? You need to understand, right? Although, you do get the 18% attack, right? It says here, if the wielder of this artifact set uses a sword, claymore, or polearm, increases the normal attack damage by 35%. Now, you could, because I do feel like people will try to go a physical damage build with Xiao. I don't know why, but I know people probably will try to, the same way how people try with Kaching. Don't know why, because she has electro damage. You just want to build electro, but people have gone physical damage bonus, right? It's just difference of play styles. I'm not one to judge. If you want to play your game, how you play your game, go ahead, right? Now, this only increases your normal attack damage. Remember, when you're using your elemental burst with Xiao, you're using his charge attack, which is his dive attack, right? Now, these are subject to change because, they may change his charge attack when he gets released. Hopefully, he isn't touched when he's released, right? But this only increases your normal attack damage, right? You feel really powerful when you use your elemental burst because you have increased damage for your charge attack. This does not increase your damage for your charge attack. This is only for your normal attack. So, if you only care about the normal attacks of the polearm and you want that 18% attack, you can go this set. Would I necessarily recommend a 4-piece set on this? No, I wouldn't. Actually, I already know what set I would recommend, and the set I'm going for. But if you want to pick Gladiator, and you might see some builds online when Gladiator, when Xiao comes out and people go Gladiator set, and you see the damage, you may be like, oh, that's crazy, like look at that damage. They might go like a crit damage mask or something like that, or a physical damage piece, and you'll see he was doing like crazy hits with his, normal attacks with his polearm. But when he uses elemental burst and you see that he doesn't do that much damage, then you'll realize like, oh, maybe I just invested wrong. But it's up to you at the end of the day, right? So Maiden Beloved, don't really need to go into this, right? Xiao doesn't heal. Xiao loses HP even, so like that doesn't apply. People, all right, Noblesse Oblige. People have mentioned this to me because they were curious about this. So elemental burst damage by 20%. I'm pretty sure it does not apply to Xiao. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it does not apply to Xiao's overall damage of his elemental burst. I feel like this elemental burst damage indication only goes for, you know, characters like the Luke or like a Ching or like Shang Ling, you know, people who shoot out an elemental burst and it does damage, not things that is like a form change like Xiao. And then obviously you wouldn't go to 4-piece because that's totally, you know, for a support character. And if you want to play Xiao as a quote unquote support, I mean, that's up to you, honestly. Now, Bloodstained Chivalry, physical damage bonus 25%. After defeating an opponent, increases charge attack damage by 50%. Reduces his stamina cost to 0 for 10 seconds. Now, is this good? Because this is actually questionable, right? Like, I can actually see this. So, after defeating an opponent, increases charge attack damage by 50%. And, oh, so it's for 10 seconds only. So, you get the physical damage bonus. Like, I'm not a fan of physical damage builds, you know. At the end of the day, this game is really built on elemental reactions, and you get a lot of damage from elemental reactions. You know, I believe that elemental reactions are essential. Some people don't. They just like going physical damage builds. That's up to them, like I said. But this right here, it's definitely okay for open world, but like, increase by 50%. It was like, I feel like this could be usable. But the thing is, like, I'm not gonna throw this under the bus. I'm not gonna throw like Bloodstained Chivalry like totally garbage, because I feel like you could use this in some case. I think Bloodstained Chivalry is the second strongest artifact set for Xiao. And I don't know if you can like put a comment down below what you think Bloodstained Chivalry would be good in, because I feel like it'd be good in some sort of situation, but not many really. Like, if you have mobs, it's cool, and it depends. Like, say this refreshes, right? If this thing refreshes and you can have like infinite uptime to stamina cost, then this might have some potential. And I can see, like, if someone's actually going to physical damage build, like, they want their polearm to do damage, and also, you know, play with the gimmick of defeating an opponent that your charge attack damage do 50%. I can see this, actually. So maybe if you interested in polearm damage and also playing with the gimmick of defeating an opponent, get the charge attack damage, and yeah. And then we get into Wanderer's Troop, right? So Wanderer's Troop for Xiao, though. So people ask me Elemental Mastery build for Xiao. Would you do that? No. You just go Elemental Mastery substats. But going not actively going for Elemental Mastery substats. I think you should still go for like crit rate, crit damage. But Elemental Mastery, definitely the last thing, or energy recharge, right? And this obviously 4-piece you wouldn't go because it's a catalyst or bow, right? So throw that out the water. Now we get to abyssal domains. This is self-explanatory. Like, I was really thinking to myself, like, if I catch a Xiao with Thundering Fury, like, I don't know what to think about that, honestly. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you go this on Xiao? But I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, what if someone, like, has the new meta and they're proccing Electro on enemies, and, like, when Xiao hits them with, like, a beta wall, like, gives Xiao Electro, and alright, let me just stop, okay? Any of these, no, you wouldn't go any of these. Now Retracing, you know, there's the only one that doesn't have like a elemental type thing. Increases effectiveness of shields by 35%. An additional 40% normal charge attack damage while under protection of a shield. So this is like infinite, obviously, as long as you have a shield on. But do I recommend this for Xiao? No. Now, for some reason, if you want to go with this on Xiao, this is the third best artifact set. Now, let's go into the Nemo set, which I believe is the best set. Okay, which is pretty obvious, right? Now, it's not only because of the Nemo damage, but there's something that I'm not sure how to calculate yet. It's something I'm not sure how to calculate yet, but I feel as though that it will do good damage. So, a Nemo damage bonus, right? 15%. The issue here is that it will only apply to his E. You have to keep in mind that will only apply to his E. And you have to wait till his elemental burst for him to have all his damage as a Nemo damage. Now, 4-piece increases swirl damage by 60%. Great, right? Because that's an additive, and it'd be 75%, right? But decreases opponent's elemental resistance to the element infused in swirl by 40% for 10 seconds. That could potentially be really, like, so you guys look at this, right? An evil damage bonus plus swirl damage, right? 75%, right? If you're able to get that off. But the elemental resistance with the element infused with swirl, by 40%, like that's I feel like that's just the icing on the cake, right? Like, that's just so much more damage than what I'm thinking about the 75%. Now, it's not going to be a crazy amount of damage, right? But it still applies as some good damage besides the 75% that you're going to get from, the swirl and the Nemo damage bonus, right? So, would I personally, go Bloodstained, Gladiator, or Retracing over this? Because I know people are going to ask me at the end of the day, what am I going? I'm going a Nemo set, 100%. I'm going a Nemo set, and I'm going a Nemo damage bonus goblet. And that's the plan for me, personally. I believe you can go a Nemo damage goblet, or you can maybe go a crit damage mask. It may depend on your stats and what you're actually looking for, because you may look for more crit damage within your polearm attacks, right? But personally, I feel like a Nemo damage is good in my case. You may have to go crit damage, right? Also, for artifacts, at the end of the day, like, what substat rolls are you looking for, right? You want Xiao to spam. I feel like you want Xiao to spam. I wouldn't say prioritize energy recharge, but I would say, like, you kind of want that in there to keep that Nemo damage bonus, very dominant within your fights. Regardless of that, you should have another character with you that's able to, build up energy for Xiao so you can get right back into the fight. Because in my opinion, I don't think it's as optimal to have Xiao just fight the entire fight, because not only will he be low from the elemental burst, but you also want, different elements procced onto the enemy, so he's able to do swirl when he is in his elemental burst. So I am gonna have a team comm video for Xiao. I will be uploading that. I will go over different team comps that you could do with Xiao and elemental reactions, and then after that I will go specifically into each character within Genshin Impact, and I will make a video series on how they're able to support Xiao. So that's my opinion on artifacts. The Nemo set is first. I believe the Bloodstained would be second. Now, I can see people actually prefer Bloodstained over Nemo for, like, slight reasons. Like, I feel like this could actually have some good potential, but I still think Nemo would be better. Now, the third set, Retracing, just because if you have, like, a Geo and you can actually, like, if you have a Geo character, right, and you can keep the shield like Geo MC and you just spam his E to get one of the shields, you have an infinite like 40% charge attack damage. So like when you use Elements of Burst, you'll have like 40% damage, and if you like a shield on you and you like your normal attacks to also do 40% damage, you could do that. And then for the last one, Gladiator, just because it doesn't do anything for your charge attacks, honestly, just normal attacks. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like on this video, comment down below what artifact set you are going, whether it's like the Nemo set, Bloodstained, Retracing, or Gladiator, or whether you're going like Maiden Beloved, for whatever reason, or you're going Thundering Fury. You can let me know down there as well, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can join my Discord, the link is in the description. I'll talk to you guys later.